Good morning, welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer, this is A Country Life, and we're heading out to bait bear again. So Joe is going to be coming, actually Maria too, and Warren. Peter is off gallivanting the state with his brother and sister-in-law. And yeah, Joe got some new binoculars.
Yep, my phone.
Yes, you've got your block phone and your binoculars.
Yep.
So you brought your wallet?
Yeah.
Okay, pocket. In your pocket. Very good. So last time I went with Warren to bait bear, it was probably 90 or 95 degrees or something like that, and I dressed very warm, but it was to keep the bugs off. Now today it's a lot cooler. I'm sporting the dress with leggings with my little rubber shoe boots. Brought a jacket, brought my goggles, because it's really about comfort at this point. Maria's here.
I'm here.
She's here.
I'm here.
No long sleeves for you today?
No.
No?
I'm fine. It's kind of cold though.
It is chilly. It's definitely breezy today. I'm thinking if it was hotter, it probably would be a lot buggier.
Goodness,
so maybe.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Well, we'll see. So last time I think that we baited, we had 3 of the baits hit. We weren't sure if the one was a raccoon. 2 of them for sure were bear, and then the other one was not hit. So let's go check out the baits. 4 baits, right? Yep, so let's go check out the baits today. Have you ever driven the UTV before, Maria?
Through the gate.
Through the gate? Here she goes. Here she goes. Whoa! Brakes!
Whoa! Brakes! It's hit.
Alright, so this is the bait where we're not sure if it's a bear or a raccoon.
But we have a camera now.
The
I
camera.
think it's a raccoon because the log wasn't like rolled or anything.
See, that's
You're
what
right.
I mean, that would be a bear, not a big one. But see, isn't that mark?
That, to me, would a cat do this?
I don't know.
That, to me, looks like a cat track, Warren.
Well, we're going to have to check the camera.
Okay, so we got the card. We're going to go home and check it out, but not until we take care of the other 3 baits.
That's the thing. All the other baits, the bear actually rolls the log.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. We got a hit.
We got a hit.
That's awesome.
Cleaned it out.
Everything.
Now, are those branches down there that you just kind of cut, or is that from something?
I didn't do that.
Huh.
Ripping acorns.
Oh. Yeah, so we just saw this branch down. I was like, Warren, did you do that? We walked up here, and yeah, you can see they're stripping the acorns. So must be the bear doing that. Then you start looking around in the woods, you're like, is the bear still around? Where did it go during the day? Where are those bear during the day, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
I hope they're not behind me.
They're not too far away, I'll tell you that.
Cookies and Pop-Tarts and corn.
And peanut butter.
Oh, and peanut butter too?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. That's so
Well,
funny.
you know, you gotta have something that sticks with them.
Stick to your ribs, peanut butter.
There are cookies, Pop-Tarts, peanut butter, and a little bit of corn.
Okay.
Yeah, so they...
Bait number 3, big hit.
And they got a trail going into the woods right here.
Uh-huh.
There's a big tag alder swamp back here, and I think that's where they're hanging out. I think that's where they go when it's hot. And then they come out.
Well, how about on cool, somewhat chilly days like today? Where are they?
Oh, right behind you.
It's so funny, I totally smell the Pop-Tarts.
Oh, yeah.
Pop-Tarts are such a distinct smell.
And they eat them all.
Yep.
Cookies, peanut butter, a little bit of corn. There's peanut butter.
Uh-huh.
Peanut butter looks like baby poop.
I don't know. Yeah.
Does it look like in the same spot it normally is?
I don't know. got rolled
Probably
over.
right there, so that would have been a bear. Oh. Watch your step. Yeah, well, it's supposed to be right there.
Right there.
Yeah, this is totally a bear.
Ooh.
There's some bees in
I was
there.
gonna say, I see some bees.
That's all right. They don't eat much.
Ugh.
Okay. Well, that's a good sign.
So definitely bear.
Yeah, definitely bear. Because the raccoon could not move that.
Right.
log.
And this was the one, the first time I baited with you, this was the one that hadn't even been hit yet.
Right.
And so now it's getting hit, which
we
is
do have pictures of that bear standing up on its hind legs at this spot.
right. All right, I'm out here watering plants, and some, they are really hanging on strong here for getting to, oh, what are we, about 3/4 of the way through August, and some have already gotten that mildew. These take a lot of water up here because there's not a lot of soil in there. They dry out pretty quick, but look at how pretty they are today. Just open so nice and So we brought in the camera card, and Warren is looking through. Well, he already looked, but now he's going to find him again. Because we were at that bait, and that was the one that we always thought just was raccoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they put the camera on it, the trail cam. And can you see those pictures bigger if you click on them?
Just a second.
Okay.
So there, this is at 2:14 yesterday. The rock is on. This is 10 o'clock last night, actually 10:08. The rock is still on, and there's a big raccoon. I don't know if you can see it right next to the bait.
To the right of the bait?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go all the way to 9:41 this morning. The rock is off, and I have no record of what happened.
Oh.
So I'll put it back out there, see if we can get a picture of what's actually knocking that off.
I guess it's still a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
But only half a mystery. Probably a good chance that it was a raccoon. Because maybe the raccoon didn't have enough.
I don't think a raccoon can get that rock.
No? Okay.
I don't think it can. But I'll put the card back in the camera and we'll see.
We'll see what happens. Yesterday I did some canning, so some salsa as well as tomato juice. I use the tomato juice for things like chili and spaghetti and hug and kiss soup and really anything that I, kind of doing a tomato base, right? And then lots and lots of salsa. So I'm gonna get the rings off of these, and every one of them sealed. I had been having a little trouble this year. It seemed like every batch of canning I would do, no matter what it was, I'd have a jar that didn't seal. But this time, all of them sealed. So I was very happy about that. I'm going to get these labeled, what they are. It always seems obvious to me, but sometimes other people go down to get something and they're like, I don't know what this is, Mom. So it's just easier to just label it. It also is nice to have it labeled like this. I just write salsa 25 because what's nice is that, like, let's say this year we don't use all the salsa and then I start making salsa next year. It's easy to move the 25 salsa to the front and put the 26 salsa in the back. Just easy to do it like that, and it keeps everything organized. Okay, this ring has to go. I can already tell. It's not spinning off properly. It's quite rusty on the inside, so that one's gonna go. Maria just separated out all the vegetables that we picked yesterday, kind of like, I guess, yesterday evening. She sorted them all out for me, and I washed up the cucumbers, and I thought, I'm just going to go down one more time, because you know how cucumbers are, especially when you want the little baby dills. You got to be looking all the time, because you miss some, and they just end up growing so fast. But these containers here, they're... When we got our last chest freezer, these were the like baskets that you can put in there to keep food separated and organized. Well, I don't ever use them there, but I saved them, even though I knew I wasn't going to use them. And they have come in so handy. I love that they have holes. Right now it's dirty because I just emptied out a bunch of stuff, but I take it over to the hose and I can wash everything and the water goes through. They've been super handy. So if you can get your hands on some, or if you have some in your basement, you're like, we never use them, this is a perfect use. All right, let's look at the cucumber situation here. That one is a little bit small still. I do like them to get a little bit of size to them. What do we have over on this one here? These are like growing up on the weeds, and well, cucumbers are still blossoming, so I'm still hopeful that I'm going to continue to get cucumbers for a while here yet. All right, I have to put the camera down so I can do this. Not too many today, that's all right. There's probably about 50 little ones coming, which, oh, I almost stepped on a frog, which will be canning project for another day. You know what? I better get some dill though. My dill up in the house is just about gone. I think what I'll do, I should have brought a scissors. That's always easy. Well, that's actually not working out. Ooh, too bad. Okay. All right, we're going to take this because it wants to come with me, I guess. Another thing I want to point out is that when you're using dill, so if you're new to using dill and pickling, I used to think that I could only use dill, and maybe someone's going to correct me. You always run that risk here online. I used to think I could only use dill that was like green and hadn't seeded at all yet. But I have found that is not true. I can use dill that is still in the nice lush green stage, and like, let me kind of show you here. Well, this one's already yellowing, so I don't even have a super good example right now, but something like that. I used to think that I could only use this for my dill, like right here. This right here. But I have found it is just as fragrant and offers just as much flavor if it's already dry, already going to seed. It's also okay to use just the dill head. Sometimes it'll say like 2 heads of dill or something like that. It's okay to use just the top, that's like that part that branches out. You can also fold up the stalk. That works just as well. I have found in my situation dill is dill. So just kind of for what it's worth, just wanted to put that out there for anyone who is new to canning and is just kind of like, can I use it if it's gone to seed? In my opinion, yes, you can. So there's the container of tomatoes that Maria separated out, and so I'm going to give those one more day to ripen. Some of these you can see are still a bit green like that, especially 1, maybe even 2 days to ripen, and then this is all going to turn into tomato juice. It has been a long time. I'm just finding something. You guys want to sit on top of a flower vase that Maria has here? All right, so it's been a long time since I have done one of my full once a month meal plans. And one thing super nice about this, and that with computers too, I just went onto my Google Docs and right there it was. It was just a September meal plan, and I was like, I'm just gonna print it out. I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm sure the food that we liked back in whenever this one was from, I'm sure it's the same food that we're gonna like today. So I'm looking at this, and my recommendation, if you are trying to get into meal planning for once a month, which I don't do it really that much anymore, if at all, for an entire month, because life is just different now. It just is. There are not 7 kids at home, there's 4 at home, and it's just different. And different systems work for different times in your life, so don't feel like once you start something you have to do it like that forever and ever, right? All right, but one thing I did find helpful when I was meal planning was to kind of have like themes. So on this particular, and I changed them up from month to month, but this particular one I did Sunday best, venison, chicken, crock pot, picnic, vegetarian, and cook's choice. Sunday best, I have things like baked ham, pork and dumplings, Salisbury steak, hot pork and gravy. So just kind of those stick to your ribs. Everything is made with mashed potatoes and some kind of vegetable, basically. My Monday venison ideas are venison steak, pepper steak, bacon wrapped mini roasts, and tater tot casserole. This is a great one for right now because I do have plenty. I shouldn't say plenty, but I'm pretty sure I have venison steak downstairs, and I know I have mini roasts, and I do have hamburger. So this will be a good way to focus on using up that venison here before the deer season comes around again. It used to be that I would run out of everything before deer season, and now not so much. We also have been buying beef as well, which was something we never ever used to do. Our Tuesday chicken day, I have on here chicken fried rice, oven fried chicken, chicken stir fry, and chicken patties. And then we have crock pot Wednesday, which honestly, this is the only one that's kind of a crock pot. You still have to prepare everything ahead of time. It just goes in the crock pot to heat thoroughly and melt all the cheese. Chili, I make that just on the stove, and then I will put it in the crock pot to warm. Same with barbecue, and same with biscuits and gravy. I guess we could call this stovetop as well, because, but what I'll do is put it in the crock pot so that it's warm. And I see that this was back when we had our homeschool co-op on Wednesday, where now we don't have it on Wednesday anymore, so I'm probably going to flip-flop some days around here because it's nice to come home after homeschool co-op and know that the food is hot, basically, and ready to go. All right, Thursday, I love this little category that I came up with, picnic. So we have things like awesome sauce chicken, which we haven't had in a long time. I really look forward to doing that. Cheeseburgers and fries, brats, and homemade macaroni and cheese. I did put at the end of the month some just raid the pantry days, just because. And also, sometimes what happens is you end up with a meal because, you know, you go out to eat or you have a potluck somewhere and a meal ends up not getting eaten, so we can push it to one of these days as well. Fridays, we make attempts during Lent, it's just a no-brainer for us as Catholics to not have meat on Friday, but the rest of the year, we go back and forth. I try and I do really well for 4 weeks, and then boom, we eat some meat. Well, looks like this was a time when I was really focusing on vegetarian Fridays again, so cheese quesadillas, vegetable soup, cheese and crackers, cheese fries, veggie pizza, raid the pantry, and then cook's choice. So it looks like I must have asked the kids what they wanted, and I'm guessing Joe said pizza, I'm guessing Peter said beef oladas, and I'm guessing at that time Maria said hot dogs. She's not a big hot dog fan anymore, but anyway, she loved hot dogs at one time. We actually called Maria our pigitarian at one time because she loved bacon, ham, hot dogs, everything that was made out of pork. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is go through this meal plan. I guess I didn't intend to go day by day with you guys, but I did. I'm going to go through the meal plan. I'm going to make up my grocery list here just to make sure that I have and get all the ingredients, because I will be grocery shopping. I'm just looking. I'll probably be grocery shopping like next week. Probably next week sometime. I also should mention that the reason I'm actually making a list is because I haven't shopped Aldi in a long time. I've been doing Walmart delivery, but I'd really like to get to Aldi, so I think I'm going to do my next big grocery shop at Aldi. I just brought out some pork shoulder steak, and I put it in the sink in water. It thawed really quick. It's only been about a half an hour. It's already thawed. I just heard Warren come in. He was actually working down at the ice house well, I don't even know, for a long time. So that's just about right. The right timing, Warren. It's called butter garlic grill seasoning.
Hey, here we go.
Like if I could pick any of them,
Uh-huh.
it wouldn't be in order of like, and I don't even know if I'm going to get that.
Right, they would take you step by step. You don't have to be nervous. Do this one too.
I did 2 on each side.
Okay.
Or not like each side, but each piece.
So supper turned out to be just kind of a grouping of leftovers along with the pork steaks that I made. We had a little bit of some French fries and some green beans left, and Maria made us some instant mashed potatoes as well.